to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Foxborough. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
At the 22-yard line.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's May. Brought in a big gain here for Diggs. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They give now to Henderson. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's May. Into the crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. It's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, King. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Yellow!
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Patriots adding an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Chiefs first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Mario Douglas, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
May now on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Going for it with May. They connect for the first. And he's going to be brought down over the 31. That's going to be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He's got room to roam. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, catches the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
They off the play fake. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
The 43-yard line.
May now. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like when you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape. It can be just one heck of a deflating feeling for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. And And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. The Chiefs in control so far. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They have it 2nd and 4. It's Pacheco again. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gets some more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
Hey, Ripley. Easy.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose. But it looked like the Chiefs got this one back. Ooh, lucky break there, making that recovery. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal, Kansas City.
Hey, 50, my color.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. It slips through. 2nd down coming up. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got them.
And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 13-0 lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10.
Crazy. Hey, here goes front.
Here's May. Caught out left. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a New England first down. Offense to the line fast.
At the 43-yard line.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5.
Hey, here goes front.
May now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Moving right, airs it out. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. 35 on the pickup. And the Patriots will have a first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
At the 16-yard line.
Crazy.
Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, May. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. Looking quickly here.
Brings up third down.
Now May on third and long. That's caught for the first. And he only needed one more step for the score. They stop him at the 2. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Henderson will not get past the line. He's held up at 4. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Pass it down close. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a one-score game before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 immediately.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Looking quickly here.
14 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Going to the ground again on first. This run held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. A desperate shot here for the end zone. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs lead by 15 now. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
For 1st and 10 at
less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Crazy. Here goes threat.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and could get that first down anyway. It's fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, it's May. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Chiefs adding a man to their secondary for this 3rd down.
Here goes.
From the gun, it's May. Taking a shot towards the end zone. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Chiefs make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Poses